Hey, Allison Verhalen here with AV Writing Services, and today I want to talk to you actually about a case study of mine. It's crazy to me that I haven't even done this before because I am constantly telling my clients that they need to talk up their success stories, get their testimonials on their website, distribute them on social media. That is your social proof. That proves not just to Google, but also to anyone who comes across your blog, your website, your social media account that you've got the goods, you've got what it takes, right? Because they know that not that you're a liar, but that you have a certain motive in convincing them to buy from you, whereas someone else doesn't necessarily have that motive. They just really liked your product or service. So talk it up. So like so many people, I forgot to take my own advice until someone reminded me that I have to take my own advice and talk up my own case studies. So I want to talk to you about Michelle Smith of Z&B Consulting, Zach and Ben. That is what her company stands for. So it is Z as in Zach and B as in Ben. It's named after her two sons. She is a business coach. And I recently started working with her not too long ago. And she absolutely loved it. She is one of those people who, struggled to write a blog. She was writing her own blog. She really struggled to get it consistent. She even had a blog post on her blog earlier this, I think it was in January of 2020, which feels like forever ago, right? She said, I'm going to be, she had some personal stuff last year. And again, her blog fell by the wayside. And that resonates with so many business owners, right? If we're not busy with our actual business, serving our clients, sometimes we're busy because family stuff gets in the way. And as soon as we get busy with either one or sometimes both of those things, then the blog is the first thing to fall by the wayside. So first she had the personal stuff come up, and then she was like, okay, I'm out of that. I'm going to get better about my blogging, and I'm really going to do this. And then COVID hit and everything was crazy, right? So she did write a few blog posts of her own throughout COVID, and they were well written. They were about the pandemic, but they were really about how the pandemic was affecting her personally. They did not answer any of her audience's questions, and that is the one thing that your blog really has to do. It has to answer their questions. What does this mean for your audience? Not that they don't care what happens to you, because I'm sure that there are people who have known Michelle for forever and were really interested to read this blog post, but they're not going to take any call to action after that. Also, there was no call to action, so that was another thing that Michelle was missing out on. She was missing out on the strategy behind her blog. She was just trying to put something up on her website, anything at all, without considering, what do my clients really need from me right now? They might absolutely want an update from me, but what are their struggles right now? How can I help them through this and give them tips and strategies for coping with this craziness that no one saw coming? So that's what I have brought to her blog, right? So she hired me so that I can write up her blog. We talked about her ideal client, her target audience. She has a few target audiences. That's great. That is absolutely, it makes sense to have more than one target persona. And we've been killing it ever since. I write a blog post for her once a week, turn it in. She loves it. She's never had a complaint. I think there was like one little thing on one of the blog posts that she wanted to change before publishing, and that's fine because she's the one in charge of publishing it and putting it up on her website. But for the most part, it's strategic, it's in alignment with her goals, it sounds like her. I've gotten to know her personally in addition to having a chance to go through her existing blog posts. So it's really easy for me to write stuff that is in her voice and sounds like it's really coming from her. And it answers her target audience's questions. It addresses their pain points and gives them tips and strategies to get through the day on their own, and then lets them know, hey, if you want more like this, maybe you go over here, or check this out, or schedule a call with her, whatever makes the most sense for where they are in the buyer journey when they read that particular blog post. And again, Michelle loves not only that there's a strategy behind her blog now and that her blog posts are getting published consistently, but she does not have to lift a finger to do it. As far as she's concerned, the blog posts just write themselves, right? They show up in her email inbox just like magic. And it's awesome, and it's in alignment with her goals, and it does everything she needs it to do, and she can spend her time and energy doing what she does best while I write the blog posts, and it's a win-win for everyone. So she's super happy. She's like, yeah, I can do all this myself, but I don't want to. This is not my wheelhouse. I want to be doing this other stuff, and it makes so much more sense to hire someone like me to cover her blog posts for her, and she's super happy with it. So if you would like to experience the same success as Michelle has with her blog, reach out to me. You know where to find me. My website is avwritingservices.com, and you can reach me directly at info@avwritingservices.com. Thanks so much. Have a great week.